I'm on vacation tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I'm not sure I qualify.
You're over 13, you qualify. Okay.
Recording.
Okay. Hi, my name's Jillian Griggs, and this is Communication 101. Today I'm going to be doing a process speech on how to get noticed by your boss and also earn a promotion in 6 easy steps. Is there a car or a pricey vacation that you prefer to have that you think that your job is just not paying you enough for? Today we're going to go over 6 easy steps here that are going to get you finally noticed by your boss and possibly put you in that dream car on your way to your vacation spot on the beach. The first one is know your target. In this case, we have Karen Wyatt, who is the no-nonsense boss of the orders team for Clearing Health. You have to first find out what she likes, what she dislikes. So is she a muffin fan? Does she like donuts, maybe dark chocolate? The easiest way to climb the ladder is to beat your boss. And nothing says that I'm your gal like a jelly-filled glazed donut. So the one thing that you need to worry about with this step one is, are they allergic to strawberries? Bringing in that donut with strawberries in it is probably not going to win you the favor that you would expect. Next part of know your target is find out if they have kids or grandkids. Nothing wins over a parent like comments about their little cherubs, so start there. And also find out if they like the same music as you. Possibly you might have extra tickets to that Margaritaville concert that nobody can get tickets to. Might be a good way to win favor. The second step is what we call FILO. It's called first in, last out method. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work a 10-hour day, nor does it mean that you should put in less than your 8. I'm not encouraging that. But this is a surefire way to let them know that they think that you're the early bird and also burning the midnight oil at the same time. Step 1 of FILO is to get a coffee pot that you can set for at least an hour to a half hour before you actually show up to work. That way, the boss will draw the conclusion when the coffee is made that you've already been there this morning and that you care about them getting their first cup of coffee. The second step would be at the end of the day, when you're on your way home, preferably while you're stuck in traffic with the radio down, leave your boss a nice little voicemail saying that you'd really like their opinion on one of the projects that you think would benefit from their input. That way, when she comes back to work and she sees the timestamp, she's going to assume that you're working later than you actually were. And at the same time, bosses love to give their opinion on everything, so also a good way to win favor. The third step is show your work. Nothing says, notice me, like a brightly colored spreadsheet. Pinks, purples, nice highlights. And most of the time, I think your boss will overlook the misuse of the color copier once they see the work that you've done. So it'll draw their eye exactly to the point and not waste their time. And that's really important to a boss. You can also mark every single email that you send them with urgent. They love that. They love those little exclamation points. So every boss loves to see every detail of every conversation that you have throughout the day. So make sure that you highlight key points and maybe sum it up at the end so they don't have to read everything. The third part of the show your work is status reports. We all know that we have to turn our status report every single day. We also know that they very rarely read them, so go for quantity over quality. Use long sentences with lots of action verbs, and it's going to make you seem like you are doing more than you actually are. And during the week, if you could also, going back to the first one, send little emails making sure that you're telling your boss every single thing that you're doing. That's going to make your status report even easier to write at the end of the week. The last thing is look the part. Now, most people are under the misconception that you want to dress to impress, and that's going to win your boss over. And I don't believe that. I actually think that clearance tags, mismatching shoes with purses, and a little bit of stuff is what you want to say. Every day, if you walk into the office already wearing an Armani suit, it's not screaming, I need more money. So what you'll want to do is possibly buy your stuff on clearance, but then don't come in a dress-pressed tailored suit. What's going to happen and what you're going to give the impression is one of two things. Basically, you're going to tell your boss that you think that you're better than them, or two, that you clearly don't need a raise, and moving on. Be nice to coworkers is the fifth step. Now this one's sometimes the hardest one. We all have coworkers that aren't always nice to us, but the boss has always noticed when that employee goes that extra step. So be a team player. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes in each of your coworkers' office in the morning. It's an hour to an hour and a half of them productivity, but your boss will overlook that when they see that you're a morale booster for the team. So the next step is compliment, compliment, compliment. Everybody loves a compliment. Have you lost weight? You smell great. Is that a new perfume? Compliments will go the extra mile when you don't feel like you're doing it. So, make you stand out for the pack. Make sure that you're obviously brown-nosing. Most people, like I said at the beginning, assume that if you're brown-nosing that the boss is going to notice. Well, yes, he's going to notice, but there aren't very many people that are going to pass up a compliment. And in conclusion, these 6 things are definitely surefire ways to get you the attention that you want from your boss. It depends on how you use it. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you practice, that you do it often, and that you don't do the steps out of order. And if all else fails, do the one thing that we know will always work. Actually work.